Alright. Hi, I'm Trent Lockett.
And I'm Adam Malin.
That's Sam. And you're in front of the big screen.
Anyway.
We just got back from our tour in Europe, and we just wanted to say thank you to all the fans. We still got some t-shirts and bumper stickers.
If you order right now, we might be able to get it to you.
We may even be able to get you some hats. There's a couple left.
Sam, why don't you tell us what we're talking about today?
Hold that.
We are talking about Killzone 2.
Yes!
Not 1, 2.
Not one.
You're gay.
If you're in Mexico, dos. We've waited so long for this game. Dude,
Me
so
and Adam, and I'm sure Sam too, have been waiting for this game like almost 3 years.
Ever since I heard of it, saw the first
Yeah,
trailers,
that's 3 years.
and man,
We could pretty much start out by saying it's one of the most amazing games ever.
Yeah,
It definitely
looks
win Game of the Year. Unless
so
something
awesome.
else comes out that blows it away, it should win Game of the Year.
yeah.
And
Yeah, so everyone knows all the PS3 fans have been waiting for Killzone 2 for a long time. It's one of the longest games that have been in production since I can remember. I can't think of anything else.
Neither can I.
Like Half-Life 2.
how long was it in production?
It was been in production
Almost 5 years.
for half a decade.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
2005 is when
They did the target rendering in 2005 at E3, I think.
and it looked
yeah.
amazing then, and it looked so amazing then that we've been waiting for it until now, and let us tell you, we're not disappointed in the least.
Not at all. It looks amazing.
It kicks butt.
Anyway. There is a very, very, very basic storyline.
But it doesn't need that much of a storyline because the graphics.
Do you need a story to shoot things with red eyes?
No, not really.
Not really. I mean, you may want to know why you're killing them, which it does. It's got enough of a storyline that you know why it's there, what it's there for, and it has such great graphics and such great immersion into the game.
Yeah.
That you don't have to. You just shoot, and you're glad that you're shooting. Correct, and we love it.
Gameplay. Okay.
I played a game and I loved it.
It
Different.
felt awesome
Yeah.
to play. It was...
We're not talking about that. We're
It's
talking
got a
about
slower
playing the game.
pace to it,
Yeah.
but that's because the way the controls are laid out. It's not a Call of Duty 4 feel. And although some people compare it to that, it's got its own feel.
You compare it to that too.
Well, your guy...
it feels kind of like syrup.
The guy that you're playing is got massive armor on, and that's what it feels like. It feels like you're moving a little slower and you're a little bulkier than in Call of Duty, where you're light and running around real fast.
Yeah.
Good job.
It doesn't mean it's like slow, like sluggish, but
No,
it's just
no,
got a
no,
little
no.
bit of a
It doesn't mean like slow, like
slower, more
like,
deliberate feel to
Yeah.
it.
like I am Sam,
Deliberate.
retard. You know.
That was a good word.
Oh
yeah.
Deliberate.
Yeah, that was good. Not pounding. Graphics. It only used 60% of the processing power of the PlayStation 3. 60%.
And wow. And it's the most amazing game I've ever seen.
I have never seen. I mean, I have Crysis on my computer, and I can run it at the highest settings, and I compare Crysis to Killzone now instead of the other way around. Killzone is the best game that I've ever seen, and
Yeah, it really is.
some people give it a hard time for having a minimal color palette, being black and white and having a few colors in it, but it really doesn't feel that way when you're playing through it.
And that one came from the artist of the group.
They did lots of just little things everywhere just to make it look better. Fire looks amazing.
Yeah.
It has a flamethrower in it,
Explosions.
and it looks like you're... Well, I thought I'd talk about it now.
Everywhere you look in this game, there's detail everywhere to look at.
And there's no two, what is it? Not the shaders, the...
Textures.
There's no two textures in the whole game that are the same.
Yeah, they don't copy paste the same thing like you see in a lot of games. You see the
Half-Life.
same, Half-Life 2. You see the same texture copied over and over and over again. I've not seen that in this game at all, which is really nice.
They did a really good job making it feel kind of like a modern, more like a futuristic World War II almost style of game.
Yeah.
But they made it like a future, not as in like, you know, lasers and lots of technical gadgets and things. It was more like...
They went and got Russian communist and 1940s Nazi and put it in a time frame which is really close to now, made it believable, and made it fun to play.
Yeah.
You think these are the bad guys, these are the good guys, and the good guys win over the bad guys.
Well,
Sort of.
yeah, I just had to play the game.
You have to play the game.
Yeah.
We cannot stress how much it realistically looks real. We can't stress it. Eye candy that you just have to have more of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, when you add the detail with that
Detail.
flash from your gun, it looks so awesome.
It looks great.
They created something that it looks amazing.
And when it's great to play, it's a video gamer's heaven.
Some
Yeah.
people say the game is too dark.
Who just said that?
And the game, well, the game takes place on Helgen, which is a very stormy, dark, cloudy world. But they did an awesome job of making it look like it's a nasty, stormy planet.
Yeah.
I mean,
It could be very believable.
it
It's
looks
almost,
crazy. Oh, wind.
oh, the wind. Yeah.
Wind looks
Oh, and
amazing.
the dust. You stir up dust as
Yeah,
you
when
walk,
you walk,
and it
dust
goes with the wind.
and
Like-
flames like they go with the wind.
Power
and,
lines and banners blowing the wind.
and like razor wire stuff. And
And
now,
shit.
one thing we noticed,
I didn't see any of that.
we were actually shooting some guns, and we noticed something that a lot of games
Real
don't.
gun. We were shooting real
Real
guns
guns.
the other day.
Yes.
And we noticed one thing that a lot of games don't do.
What?
Lots of games, when you shoot the water, it makes a splash about this
yeah.
tall.
When you shoot
We were
water with
shooting
a
water
gun,
in real life, and the water was going about 10 feet in the air.
like straight up, a stream of like, yeah.
So,
It did.
but other than that,
show shooting
the water in Killzone,
yeah.
the water in Killzone looked amazing.
It was
now,
awesome.
if you've played Resistance 2, it wasn't as interactive as Resistance.
Yeah, Resistance. If you shot it and then you shot another bullet in the same spot, they would wrinkle into each other.
And things underneath the water looked amazing in Resistance.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Resistance.
Yeah, we're talking about Killzone.
Yeah.
But the Killzone water looks really good
It does.
at a distance. If you're up close on it, it's not quite as good as Killzone, or not Killzone, Resistance. But it still looks amazing.
Oh, amazing. Totally. And shit.
AI.
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 Oh, you know, I thought Resistance 2 had some smart AI.
Oh,
but
this AI is amazing.
these guys are crazy
They're,
smart.
they're smarter than you are. It's almost like playing online.
Now, am I
Yeah,
right?
it really is.
Am I right when I say that I heard that they tested the game and they actually had to turn the AI down because they were so smart. It was too hard.
That's what I heard.
That's kind of scary.
I had heard that. That's amazing.
I heard that too.
Each of the enemies thinks for themselves. Their individual thinking. They all, like,
They have the AI like a human being.
Yeah, and you know they do the
And-
basic things like they run from your grenades, they flank you, but you know also
and
more. They respond to fire. You know if you're firing at them, they'll take cover.
yeah.
And
Voices.
I gotta get myself up now.
Voices were good.
Never mind.
oh wait, one thing I have to say about the
Hello?
Hellgast
Yes.
is
Totally. Oh yes.
when you're
Just
up
kick
close and
butt.
personal with them, man,
Up
and you're
close and
shooting
personal
at
with
them,
them.
they actually sound like they have masks on. Like they're screaming at you with masks on.
I am your
like,
father.
stuff like
Like,
that. It's so cool.
they did an awesome job of voices. They don't repeat themselves. I know there's lots of games repeat.
Yeah.
Like Fear, the first one
The
was
first Fear was horrible.
it was horrible. They repeated themselves so much. But this game, I hardly ever heard them say the same thing twice.
Yeah.
And they actually said things that went along with what was going on.
It seems,
Your allies, they're smart. Lots of
Yeah.
games, your allies are like bricks.
yeah, they don't do
They
anything.
sit there.
But in this game,
You go shoot that guy. I'm gonna sit here. Oh, he died. They do nothing.
well, another thing is,
Yeah,
you know,
like
in some games, the bad
Good job,
guys
son.
only shoot you. They don't shoot at the other.
Oh
bad
yeah.
guys.
No.
Well, in this one,
game,
they
yeah.
shoot at everyone. They don't just single you out as, oh, that's the player. Shoot him.
So they did their amazing like cover. They use cover extremely well.
Next
Yeah.
time we're not using an outline.
Okay. Anyway. Anyway. Okay. Well, no, we gotta talk about the cool way. We're just gonna talk about all the cool things like that and the crack.